Hi guys, today I'll be showing you how to make ube roll. First, we need to rehydrate the ube or the purple yam. I have 2 tablespoons of sugar, 1/4 cup of coconut milk, 1/4 cup of fresh milk, and 2.5 tablespoons of purple yam. And then during the process, I added 2 more tablespoons of the coconut milk and 2 more tablespoons of the fresh milk, which I'll show you later. In a pot, combine all the ingredients. Then we're gonna move on to the stove. Turn the heat setting medium to low heat. And then as you can see here, the liquid has evaporated, but the ube is not cooked. So we're gonna add 2 more tablespoons of milk and 2 more tablespoons of coconut milk or coconut cream. And this is now cooked. I cooked this for about 3 to 5 minutes maximum. And this is what it looks like once it has cooled down. I have 100 grams of sugar here that I will divide. 30 grams for the egg yolk mixture and 70 grams for the meringue. I've got 1.5 teaspoon of ube flavoring, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 25 ml of fresh milk, 25 grams of melted butter, 2.5 tablespoons of ube that we rehydrate. So that the ube that we made before, it's gonna make 3 Ube Swiss Roll. And then I have 5 egg yolks. So begin by whisking the sugar and the egg yolks until it is light and pale yellow, just like this. And then we can start adding the melted butter, the milk, and the ube flavoring. I will also gonna be adding an optional ingredients, which is this AmeriColor food coloring, just to brighten up the color. Again, this is optional, just 1 drop. And then the ube, whisk it vigorously, making sure that there's no more lumps of ube, so our cake will be smooth. Combine the salt and the cake flour. Give it a mix. And then just dump it in the egg yolk mixture. Then fold it. Once everything is well combined, we will set this aside and we're gonna move on to the meringue mixture. So I have the 70 grams of sugar here, and then I have 5 egg whites. Begin by whisking the egg whites until it is frothy. And then gradually add the sugar. Once the sugar is all in, continue beating until we reach the stiff peak stage. Stiff peak looks like. See, when I tilt the bowl, the egg whites are not sliding off the bowl. So now we're gonna combine the 2 mixture together. I'm gonna divide the meringue in 3 additions. So this is the first one. This will just lighten up the mixture. Again, use the folding method in combining the two mixture together. So this is now my last addition of the meringue. So at this point, I'm really being careful not to deflate the air so the cake will be light and fluffy. And once you're satisfied with the mixture, we will transfer this into a Swiss roll pan. This is my Swiss roll pan that I will line with parchment paper. And then just gently move the cake towards the sides of the pan, just like so. And before baking, give it a tap and bake this at a preheated oven at 170 degrees Celsius for about 15 minutes. And this is what it looks like after baking. And now I've got a tea towel here that I sprinkle with icing sugar. Then I just gonna tip my chiffon cake. Do this while the chiffon cake is still hot, and we will let this cool down completely. So while the cake is cooling down, let's move on to the cream. I've got 1.5 cups of whipping cream, and then I'm gonna use 1 teaspoon of the ube flavoring. I'm gonna use 1 drop of the purple food color. This is optional again. And then I've got 3/4 cup of powdered sugar or icing sugar. We're gonna start whipping the cream, then add the sugar. Continue beating this until we reach the stiff peak stage. Okay, now we've reached the stiff peak stage. We're gonna get about 1/4 cup. This will be the topping or the decoration part of the cake. And then we can proceed to adding the ube flavoring, which is 1 teaspoon. At this point, we have to be very careful mixing the whipped cream because it might over whip and this whipped cream will turn into butter. If you don't want to use whipped cream, you can use Swiss meringue buttercream. By the way, I added the drop of the purple food coloring. Whipped cream is quite tricky to use for this, but with practice you can get it. So this is now ready. Now we're gonna spread the filling. The cake has completely cooled down now. Leave about 2 centimeter gap on the edges so that the filling will not ooze out when you roll the cake. Now turn the cake and now roll the cake away from you. Just like so. If it breaks, it doesn't matter, we're gonna cover it. we're now ready to ice the Ube Swiss Roll. So put about a thick layer of the frosting or the cream that we have, because any excess, when we use the combed or the pastry combed, it will come off. I am using a pastry comb, which is this one, to decorate my cake, but you know, you can use fork or decorate this whichever way you like. Then to move the cake, I'm using 2 spatulas. And now I'm gonna use the reserved whipped cream before, using a piping bag and a star tip 824 Atico. I'm piping rosettes, and then another optional ingredients is the cherries. I'm not good in piping borders, so this is the first time I'm gonna do this. So, yes. And this is our finished product. This is really good, and you will not regret making this. I hope you give them a try. And then just to show you what it looks like when you cut it. And this is the video for the week. Again, thank you for watching, and I'll see you again next week. Bye.